Snow falls outside a grocery store while people push shopping carts through the parking lot without thinking twice about what is waiting inside. The automatic doors slide open. Warm air, bright lights, music overhead. And sitting beneath refrigerated shelves are perfect strawberries, bright red, fresh, identical, in the middle of winter. For most of human history, this would have felt impossible. Not unusual, impossible. Strawberries were seasonal, fragile, and temporary. If winter came, they disappeared with it. Entire societies organized their lives around that reality because food was never guaranteed. Winter meant preserved vegetables, salted meat, dry grains, and whatever could survive the cold, long enough to make it to spring. Fresh strawberries in January would have sounded absurd, but today, in cities buried under snow and ice, strawberries wait quietly beneath fluorescent lights as if seasons no longer matter at all. Because the modern grocery store is not really a store. It is a machine designed to make seasons disappear. And the strawberry may be one of the clearest examples of how that machine actually works. The first thing you need to understand is that strawberries are terrible at surviving. They bruise easily, mold quickly, lose moisture fast, and begin breaking down almost immediately after harvest. Even after they are picked, they continue changing hour by hour, which means every strawberry in a grocery store is already racing against time. For most of history, that made strawberries local by necessity. You ate them close to where they were grown because there was no reliable way to move something this delicate over long distances before it collapsed. Modern civilization solved that problem in 2 steps. First, it moved the farms. Most strawberries sold in the United States now come from California. During colder months, Florida becomes important too, while enormous volumes also arrive from Mexico throughout winter and spring. The grocery store quietly pulls food from multiple climates at the same time, making seasons feel optional. For most of human history, geography decided what people could eat. Modern grocery stores quietly broke that rule, but moving the farms only solved half the problem, because distance created a new enemy: time. A strawberry picked in California does not become durable because somebody loaded it onto a truck. The biological clock keeps ticking. Sugars shift, moisture escapes, mold spreads, and by the time you finally see a strawberry in a grocery store, it may already be several days into a countdown most consumers never notice. So the modern food system built something extraordinary: an artificial winter. This is the cold chain, a non-stop refrigerated network designed to slow decay long enough for fragile food to survive enormous distances. Within hours of harvest, strawberries are rapidly cooled and kept near freezing as they move through refrigerated warehouses, storage facilities, distribution centers, and temperature-controlled trucks, operating day and night across highways most people never think about. The strawberry survives because the cold never stops. Modern food systems are not preserving freshness forever. They are delaying decay just long enough, because grocery stores are not filled with products. They are filled with countdown clocks. Every carton of milk, every package of meat, every container of berries is moving through a giant synchronized timing system designed to delay spoilage just long enough to reach you before the clock runs out. A grocery store shelf is one of the final stages of a massive timing operation most customers never see. By the time you touch the strawberry, the hard part is already over. Forecasting systems already predicted demand before customers arrived. Warehouse software already tracked spoilage windows down to the hour. Distribution centers already moved products through the night. Truck routes already changed in real time, and entire shipments may already have disappeared before customers even knew they existed. A refrigeration failure during a single truck stop can destroy thousands of pounds of produce before sunrise. Modern convenience works best when the system feels invisible. But solving one problem created another. Because surviving the supply chain became almost as important as growing the food itself. And maybe you have already noticed the result. Winter strawberries often look perfect. Bright red, smooth, uniform. But they rarely taste like the strawberries people remember from summer gardens or roadside farms. That is not an accident. The modern strawberry was optimized to survive the system built around it, because the fruit now has to survive harvesting, cooling, packaging, transportation, warehouse handling, refrigeration, grocery displays, customer browsing, and time itself before anybody finally eats it. Consistency wins, shelf life wins, durability wins, and some modern strawberries survive the journey better than they survive being memorable. But strawberries are only one small piece of something much larger, because once humans learned how to move seasons around the planet, we rebuilt the entire food system around the expectation that nothing should ever disappear anymore. Summer foods in winter, imported fruit year-round, perfect produce in freezing weather, shelves that stay full regardless of storms, droughts, distance, or darkness outside. The modern supermarket solved a problem humans lived with for thousands of years: uncertainty. Not knowing what would be available, not knowing what seasons would allow, not knowing what had already disappeared. Now entire cities expect abundance every day of the year. A modern supermarket would have looked less like a store and more like science fiction to most humans who ever lived. And yet, now we walk through places like this every week without noticing how strange they really are. Hidden inside a small container of winter strawberries is an enormous machine operating quietly every hour of every day. Refrigeration, transportation, warehousing, forecasting, packaging, millions of coordinated decisions working together so grocery shelves feel calm by morning. Humans once lived according to the seasons. Now the seasons arrive on demand. And the next time you walk through a grocery store on a freezing winter night and see strawberries glowing beneath fluorescent lights, remember, you are not just looking at fruit. You are looking at one of the few machines powerful enough to change how human beings experience nature itself. This is Crude Reality.